Turf Talk with Drew Miller.
Welcome to Tiger Turf Talk. We're excited to be partnering with the Toro company to kick off an all-new summer series focused on their upcoming Grounds Leadership Academy happening in June. Over the next 10 weeks, we will be releasing podcasts following Drew's road trip to Minneapolis and back, where he will be meeting with grounds professionals across the country. Please join us as we talk about their careers, the properties they manage, and their favorite Toro equipment. This episode of Tiger Turf Talk is brought to you by the Toro Company. For over 100 years, the Toro Company has been a leader in innovative solutions for turf maintenance. Through a strong network of professional distributors, Toro proudly offers a wide range of commercial-grade equipment. Visit Toro.com to explore their full lineup of products.
Welcome back to the Toro Grounds Leadership Podcast Tour. We are here in St. Louis at the brand new state-of-the-art St. Louis City Soccer Club with the incredible, wonderful, amazing, awesome Maritza Martinez. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great, Drew. How are you?
I'm
That stereotypical the line.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm tired. I did 9 hours of driving the last 2 days, which has been fun. But
yeah, you've been going.
Been moving. But it's been fun. It's been a lot of great times, a lot of great people. Just saw Travis yesterday, and now here. It's been an awesome time. So, obviously, you're here on a Saturday. There are a lot of things that go into this job. What has it been like, getting acclimated with MLS and everything that entails? U.S. men's soccer teams coming in next week. They're just... Yep. Craziness everywhere. How has it been sort of getting into it and, being a part of it?
Yeah, so we have a pretty solid team, I'd say, here.
You're number one in the league, right?
I don't know the answer to that currently. We're fluctuating.
Gotcha.
But yeah, our team's doing great. But this upcoming week, we're hosting the U.S. men's national team. We're hosting the Gold Cup. So things have been a little wild, to say the least, just to make sure we're meeting every specification that we possibly can to give our U.S. team, these teams that are coming in from different countries, a great playing surface and an awesome opportunity to play here. So, yeah, we're having a lot of fun. It's a lot of moving parts, of course, and I'm here on a Saturday mowing to make sure the field looks great.
When it comes to grounds maintenance, Toro's Groundsmaster mowers are the preferred choice for professionals who require nothing but the best. Visit Toro's website today to learn more about their Groundsmaster mowers and their entire lineup of commercial equipment. Toro, count on it.
Obviously, always important to do. There are a lot of things that, we've been able to talk about over the years and everything, and you actually just touched on it. You had a meeting with an organization that's a part of the club, and obviously Julie's here now, one of my students, and now one of yours. What has it been like, sort of discussing this incredible industry and where we are and what we've been able to accomplish and bringing in that next generation?
Yeah, so a little background for everyone else. I was just telling Drew, yesterday I had the opportunity to speak at one of our sponsorships, Worldwide Technology. They had me come out because they brought in a group of teachers from across Missouri, and they were introducing them to different industries that related to STEM, or that use STEM in some capacity. So one of my colleagues, she was going out to talk about the sports industry in a whole general sense and different areas that use STEM. And she asked me, would you mind coming out and speaking about what you do and how STEM impacts your everyday career? I was like, oh, of course, I'd absolutely love to. So I went out yesterday. It turned out absolutely amazing. Every single person in the room had no idea that our industry was even a thing, which we all know this. We know that people don't
Unfortunately,
know.
we know that,
But events like this, start the conversation, and I made sure to make a big point about exposure. Yeah, so the point of the actual, class for teachers would be developing curriculum about all of these almost outlier industries that use STEM to tell their students about. And to my understanding, I got the highest response of people wanting to know, how do I develop a curriculum around what you do? So, yeah, super interesting, super awesome to be a part of, because it's my day job that got to mix in with something that, of course, Drew and I are both passionate about.
100%. And you've done that forever, whether that was down in South Carolina with the FFA, going and seeing the local school and something like this, and then being able to hopefully do it something with your new pathway. Obviously, congratulations on University of Tennessee,
Thank
your
you.
master's and doctorate. Hopefully, right?
One day. Shout out Dr. Sorokin.
Dr. Sorokin, we love you. We love you. What has it been, or what has it meant to you, to really take on that, you had this goal and it was something that you thought you would have to give up in the sense of coming here to St. Louis. What has it been like to be able to, accomplish getting into that school, being able to be a part of it and get to the point where, again, you always wanted your master's. That's something we've always talked about. And to see you do that, it just brings so much joy, and it's amazing to see,
Well, that's a great question. Wow.
Sorry.
I wasn't
Sorry.
prepared for that one. No. I appreciate you asking it because it's a testament to you to how much you pay attention to the people you speak to.
I try to.
So graduate school has always been a dream of mine. And then, of course, taking this position, I didn't know if it was going to be as accessible as it was originally. But I came here with the full understanding that I wanted to pursue it. I was going to push for it. And I think it's almost a testament to how much I just refuse to give up.
That's always great. Yeah, it's always good to have. It's
taking a job promotion, different type of scheduling, adding in graduate school.
Yeah. You sound like
not?
me.
Why not?
Like other than the promotion thing.
What about Dr. Martinez?
Yeah. Dr. Martinez.
That could happen. I know. I've been getting on to him that no.
We're having a fun time here.
Okay.
But
yeah, so I'm really excited to be pursuing my master's currently. So
that's incredible.
Crossed, it keeps going well.
Yeah, no, for sure. Do you need a little break? We can check on this.
No, that's all right.
Okay. Woman in Turf and everything that you guys have accomplished in such a short period of time, and trying to create new events in different spaces, but being able to go back to the Softball League World Series. I mean, the event caused this. Julie's behind the camera right now, and here being an intern, and the connection you guys made there. What has it been like to see the growth of that organization and that just movement in our industry, and to be able to be at the forefront and a leader of it?
I wouldn't say that.
I guarantee you, if I were to talk to Son, which the Son, shout out Son, saw you a couple days ago, love you.
Go Son.
Would say the opposite,
Well, that's a compliment.
Yes.
Thank you, Son. Thank you, Drew. Again, I wouldn't say that, but being a part of it and being able to experience it is pretty amazing. I like to think about the camaraderie that ended up coming from that event, and then the events moving forward. Like, I'm lucky enough to be able to be going to this up-and-coming one this year. So, very exciting. It's exciting to figure out, of course, like, who's directly in your corner.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's something that really showcased the last event, and so when are you going? Because I have been told by Liz and then a couple other people, like, oh, I'm the first half, I'm the second half. I'm like, I don't know who's what, and I'm going. So I don't know if you knew that, but I am going.
I did know that. So I'm the first half.
Dang it.
Well,
dang it.
My birthday is on the 11th.
All right. So I guess I can be okay with it.
I did. I spent my birthday at Little League, which amazing way to spend a birthday. I promise you that. But I would like to be at home this year for my birthday, so I'm going to work the first half.
I understand.
And then fly out the night before my birthday.
All right. We'll have to do our annual Morgan, Leah, and Maritza podcast before you leave.
Morgan's not going.
Really? Mm-mm. Wow, Morgan. We just talked the other day.
She has a homestand, I believe.
Wow. She didn't tell me. Wow.
Shout out Morgan.
Yeah, I was trying to go see her, and then things didn't work out, but it's all right, Shout out Morgan. We're all right. We love you. Even though you didn't tell me. It's hurtful. It's okay. I'll deal with it. When it comes to the work here, there are so many things that, that we can see that it's just an incredible facility. What was it like to, be a part of the beginning of the facility and sort of looking at all of the, up and coming events, hosting people, concerts, all the, chaos that is our industry? What has it been like, being here in St. Louis?
So primarily my background experience is in baseball. You know, you kind of, everyone knows you run crazy. Like, you work a lot of hours and a lot of long days, but it's enjoyable because you see the product that you receive. So amazing. But coming here and being able to see an entire facility, stadium, training facilities, the buildings, the way that this team and company is trying to improve the city of St. Louis or just build up the city of St. Louis. To say anything but amazing would kind of be a lie. It's amazing to see just what has become of St. Louis just in the less than a year that I've been here. People come to the stadium and they're just like big eyes, like, oh, ooh, and ah, and I spend every day here, so I almost lose that like first time seeing it love, of course. But then I take a moment to step back and I'm like, a year ago, like, this was still being built. This was not completed. This was not a huge thing that fits over 20,000 people. This was not a staple in now St. Louis's history. This was not a way that people were being brought together. So to be a part of that, a member of that, and seeing like history unravel here, it's kind of awesome.
No, for sure. I mean, talking to Julie and seeing, firsthand, whether it's watching a game or something, like, the culture that's being built here is like, something that's really special. You know,
definitely.
And what's cool about it, I mean, I have family in the area, so like I knew the heartbreak of like the Rams leaving, and this was sort of the coming back of a major league sport for them, and it was something that was really cool.
And fans have made a point to come out and just, I mean, it's unbelievable to watch their crowds. I mean, they put on a party here.
That's awesome. So sort of to that, what has it like sort of been for you to develop the culture, not just of the grounds crew and other things like that, but like the whole, front office between, stadium ops, owners, all these different things. What has it been like, being a part of that, infancy really of, of a organization's culture?
So I'd say at a lot of facilities, the grounds crew usually doesn't want to be seen, and if you're being sought out, then you've done something wrong or someone's upset.
You're like, I'm not here.
Yeah, please don't look in my direction. Don't come to my office. I hope nothing's wrong. But here, it's pretty much been a change of pace. People outwardly try to come see us. They try to speak to us. The players make a point every single day. Hey, how are you doing? How's your day going? Can I help you guys with that? Which is Whoa, take a step back.
That's like illegal in most facilities, right?
Never heard of that before. People here, it's a different culture because they're taking pride in us as the grounds crew, which is kind of, again, amazing. The ownership here has been pretty nothing but great to us, to the point that our CEO and owner, Carolyn, has decided she wants to be a groundskeeper for a day. We were supposed to do it a few weeks ago. The dates got mixed up. We ended up practicing that day, so she couldn't come out. But she is literally wanting to come out.
That's so awesome.
And she wanting to see about mowing, painting, the things that we do. She wants to be a part of it, so she understands.
That's awesome.
And I mean, how many people can say that?
Yeah.
Not many.
No, that's
shout out
incredible.
To Carolyn. It is going to be hot when you finally do make it out here.
You should look at the forecast and pick a lighter, like 7-degre day. It's always nice.
She's got it. She's awesome.
Oh no, I'm not saying you don't have it. It's just I have sweat on my back. Just so you know. And that's so cool because there are owners that we all know in this like industry that don't know who the groundskeeper is. It's like. Exactly. And it's so cool to see that, here for you guys. And it's just awesome. Obviously, we were in Greenville when you sort of recruited Julie, to come to St. Louis. What has it been like having her here and seeing her, in a space that obviously is like professional and with you and with everybody on staff,
For me, it's really exciting. I've been excited since Little League at the idea of Julie coming. Just to have another female on staff is different. I had the opportunity to work with Nicole Sheary a couple years ago. Nicole, it's been 2 years. Craziness.
Yeah,
but
isn't that
stuck out to me. Yeah, it stuck out to me so much in my career.
Yeah.
So, and I texted her a couple weeks back, and I was like, I have a female coming to work underneath me, and this is just mind blowing to me.
Yeah.
I thanked her. She taught me to mow. I was like, thank you for that, because I think it got me to where I am now. So having her come here is almost full circle for me.
Yeah.
Because that point in my career sticks out to me so much that I'm hoping that maybe this will be the same for Julie, and I'm really trying, but
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it. I like it. It's nice.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, I know she loves you, when it comes to facility wise, the layout, just being here, seeing it is just so cool, and how you guys have it set up. Are there any, difficulties when it comes to shade? Any other things that you're concerned about when it comes to the stadium versus practice facilities, make sure they play the same? What has it been like, being a part of that, playability in a sense,
Yeah. So these are brand new fields, and of course, difficulties can arise from just figuring out a new field.
Yeah.
Our stadium field is game on grass, whereas our practice fields, we laid those and let them grow in. So just figuring out the differences back and forth. Josh has been pretty great of his knowledge behind that. It's been pretty awesome to actually be a part of trying to learn the differences.
Yeah.
Because they're both used at different places. You're going to use them. You need to know the differences. If you're going to use both of them at the same time, you need to know how to keep them pretty equal. So we don't. As far as our training facilities, we're both overlooking the training facilities now.
Beautiful, by the way.
Just full open sun. No shade, no issue at all. We have a little bit during the winter. We have some shade issue in the stadium. But we overcome that with root zone warming, things like that. So we're rocking and rolling.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, when they built the stadium, was there anything that they were ever concerned about? Because I remember talking to Josh a while ago about he was on the ground floor of it. Was there any concerns structurally for anything, or was the stadium built, in the thought of a groundskeeper being involved? Because in the last few weeks, I've learned that a lot of people build stadiums not worrying about the groundskeeper very much.
I will say most stadiums are built to just the aesthetics more so than functionality.
Mm-hmm.
I was not here for the actual setup of the stadium being built. It was built when I got here.
Gotcha.
So as far as those things, I don't necessarily have a comment to that. But so far, we're in the first year of it actually being completely done, and we're figuring out kinks, we're figuring out things we love and then we don't like. But no, other than that, it's been pretty awesome, pretty great.
And that's awesome. Now, this event that I attended up in Minnesota at Toro, there was a lot of discussion about leadership and mentorship and, innovation and things that we have in this industry that are paramount. There are so many things that we have to be aware of. What has it meant for you, being in this space, sort of being a leader, and how leadership has impacted you? You're obviously a leader for Julie and everybody on staff. What has it been like, being in that role, and how has that sort of impacted how you operate within, the facility? Sorry.
No, you're good.
I didn't mean to be.
You're good. It's a learning curve, for sure. You go from essentially looking towards your supervisors, the people over your managers, and they're directly telling you what to do. Whereas in this role that I'm in and developing currently, it's more of you need to take a step forward. You need to know what you should be doing. Of course, know what you're doing, but
yes.
know how to do it. Have thought processes of the repercussions that might come if you do it wrong, or if you, let's say, I make a decision to put a fertilizer out, which I don't. But if I did and it's the wrong thing that we're putting out, well, we could have repercussions from that. So just stepping into the understanding of the negatives that could almost come out of it. I don't have. If I'm just a general groundskeeper, I don't have my direct supervisor, my manager, and then their boss to be able to kind of pull me out of that. Just that learning curve of understanding the steps further.
For sure. Now, mentorship, we've talked a little about Nicole and a couple other people. For you in your career, who are some of those mentors that really, stick out to you, that have,
You ask me this every time
I have
we
to.
talk.
I know.
And you answer the question when you ask me the question.
All right, guys. So I guess we're not talking about mentors. It's whatever. Nicole, we're not giving you a shout out anymore.
We did. You literally said
Yes.
one of your mentors, Nicole.
One of. Okay. Any new mentors since Nicole? How about that question?
Well, Drew, I only spoke to you a few months ago.
So we got a couple months in there. We can figure out a new mentor.
So currently, in this kind of career, you're always developing relationships with new people. Just people that are there for you and have your back of anytime you need anything, like pick up the phone, call me. I'm willing to hear you out. I'm willing to talk you through it. I'm willing to come to you if you need it. So yeah, I have some people in my life currently that are developing, and I don't even necessarily mean in the turf grass industry.
Yeah, for sure.
My wife's boss, my wife is currently working under a female supervisor. Shout out Erin.
Shout out Aaron. I don't know you, but shout out
No, you don't. But she's amazing.
That's awesome.
And even though she's not in my industry, she will never be in my industry, never has been. She's someone that I know at any point I'm able to call with any kind of situation. Like, would you be willing to talk me through this? Okay, you've been a supervisor for X amount of years. What's your opinion on this? How can I approach this? So yeah, it's kind of cool to have somebody almost out of the industry so they can take a look in.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Is that weird?
No, I love that. That's, answering a question I've asked 17 times for you that you gave me a great answer.
I gave you a different answer.
I know. I appreciate it.
Shout out Aaron Shank.
Let's flip it out on you.
Oh boy. Who's your mentor?
My mentor? Oh, here we go.
Yeah, who is someone that you look up to, that you know at any moment that you could call and they'd be there? Drew.
I got a lot.
There you go.
I've got more than a lot,
There you go.
Dr. Goatley, shout out Dr. Goatley at Tech. He's been there for me for anything and everything, even past graduation. My dad, my mom, they're actually here in St. Louis.
Love
They
that.
they drove up to Chicago with me. She has a sister in Chicago, so they stayed in Chicago, went out to Minneapolis, and I swooped back around. They met me in St. Louis, and
Nice.
yeah, they're helping me with the drive, which is awesome. There's just a lot of people. And one that I don't talk about a lot, it's sort of as mentors, because it's a weird sort of concept, are my students,
Yeah.
They teach me every single day something new, whether that's personal or teaching, how I need to adapt, how I need to change things. So, but thanks for asking me.
No. I mean, I think that should be a point. I think the term mentor, most people conceive it as, it has to be someone that's older than you, or that's been doing it so much longer than you, or something like that. But it could be literally someone your age, younger.
Yeah.
Like Leah and Morgan, shout out to you guys. Our group chat holds a lot of secrets and a lot of advice.
No, everybody wants to know what is in that group chat.
No one will know.
You
But
never know.
Leah and Morgan are two
Morgan,
people that
I've got
I know.
money.
Money. No, because she doesn't want her secrets out. No,
Morgan,
I'm just
I won't
totally
release
kidding.
yours. Just Maritza's and Leah's.
Leah and Morgan are two people. We're the same age, We're going through our careers at the same time.
I was gonna say you're my mentor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how I mentor you.
You help me with so much, understanding how to operate and how I need to be better.
Same for you, buddy. Can we get a fist bump for the camera?
yeah.
Fist.
Into the camera.
No, I think that's a valid point to make, is that it doesn't have to also necessarily be someone significantly older than you or anything like that.
Gotcha.
I tell Julie all the time, I'll pay for her lunch or dinner, and I'll be like, oh, when I'm old and feeble, and you're making all of this money, just
You better
take
pay
care
her
of
back,
me.
Julie.
I was like, just take care of me.
She's in the work.
She looked me dead in my eyes the other day and was like, Maritza, you're only a few years older than me. And I was
You
like,
better pay her
whoa,
back in her
whoa.
feeble ages.
That's what I'm saying. When I'm old and feeble,
When she's old and feeble, you better pay her back.
take me. That's true.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true.
Just remember that when they're old and feeble.
No, me
I
too.
didn't say six figures. I said no. I didn't.
I would love.
I mean, that would be awesome.
be hired
but I
to
said
just mow
just
the
mow
grass for
grass,
6
no other
figures.
job.
I'd put in the best designs anyone's ever seen for 6 figures.
Heck yeah. Me and Maritza on staff, we'll split it. We'll go
Crush it.
50-50, and then
Win Field Design of the Year every year.
hells yeah.
We got this.
Liz came to me. She's like, let's do the Stars and Stripes thing. I was like, we already won that, and I don't know if we're allowed to do it again.
Valid.
And she was like, I have an idea. I was like, I have to turn this in like in 2 days, right? And she's like, oh. And so I sent her the state of Virginia one that we did with the tiger. I was like, just submit this in your name. She was like, it's not mine. I'm like, you were there. Stop it.
Shout out, Liz.
Shout out, Liz. She's in Alaska right now.
Wow. What part? I went to Alaska. If it's Fairbanks,
I think it's
I've been there.
Juneau because her mom's doing a 10K or something. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Not me.
No, couldn't see me running anywhere. You know?
I would, no.
No shot.
If I'm running, something's chasing me.
Normally a mower in my case. One of my students, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, just stop. Now, if I was saying, flip it on you as a mentor, what are you trying to achieve when you're mentoring someone? It doesn't have to be, again, like a Julie who's the intern here, or someone, like you were saying, like you, Leah and Morgan are mentors to you, you're mentors to them. Like, what are you trying to achieve as a mentor, and what is your goal for your mentee when you're trying to, again, help in any way that you can?
Yeah, so I think there's, of course, different ways to teach people, but the overall point is to teach.
Yeah.
I think we both agree on that.
Definitely agree.
There's positive ways to teach, and then there's negative ways to teach. For me personally, a positive way of teaching only feeds that person more. I believe that they're more likely to pour into you as much as you're pouring into them if it's a positive environment that they feel like they can grow in. It's no different than our grass, looking at them like they are a person. I think a lot of times that gets lost, even with interns. Just like, hey, you're here to work for the summer. Like, I don't know if I'm going to fully develop a relationship with you. Taking that extra step to do that makes all of the difference. Yeah. Personally, I've experienced that. I've had people that have poured into me and made a point to let me know that they care. And it made every bit of the difference for my career starting out. I mean, even now. So, yeah, moving forward, that's my biggest thing. It's just making sure that the people that are coming to you willing to learn are finding out that you care about them and that you're willing to teach. Yeah, that's my goal moving forward. It's simple. Yeah. I mean, we can get into, like, technical thoughts of, I'm going to teach you this, and this. That's fine. They might learn those skills. But are they going to learn more from that? Are you going to teach them how to be a manager moving forward? Are you going to teach them how to manage people? Because let's be honest, the industry is people. We grow grass, but the industry is people.
You can teach someone to grow grass. It's pretty self-evident that grass is going to grow. whether it's the right way or the wrong way, it grows. I think that means so much to, so many people. Like, if you're developing a place where people want to be and people want to see success of others, that's where you really are going to capture sort of
your people are going to thrive.
Exactly. Because they're going to want to either prove themselves to you or, just, live to the standard that the mentors are setting, which is awesome. Yep. So that was an awesome response.
And also at the point of our industry where we're struggling to keep people in, I think it's more necessary and evident now that we need to start taking approaches like this because we need to keep the people that are willing to come in. Yeah. We don't need to lose them. We're already losing enough.
Yeah. I think it's gone down a lot for those that we're losing, if I'm being honest. And unless I'm missing something, but there was a mass exodus. I think when you and I were getting started, with our internships, there was like, whoa, where'd that person go? Whoa, where did that person? Yeah.
We know where they went.
Well, no, there are some that just left like for something completely different. Like, I think it was a head groundskeeper in DC. He just went and became a contractor or something. I was like, okay. But
I mean, whatever makes you happy, because I'm just going to be totally honest with you. I love what I do, but if I could be a stay-at-home dog mom, it would be hard to turn that down. It would be hard.
It would be a tough one to, follow. That's for sure. Yeah. I miss my dog. I miss little Wrigley.
Shout out Wrigley.
Yes, shout out Wrigley. My sister just texted me a picture of her. I'm like, something that you and we actually put in for a presentation. It did not get picked. I'm sorry.
No.
No.
Aw.
Yeah, I was very annoyed by it, honestly.
It would have been a good one.
But,
SFMA, you might have missed out.
Yeah, exactly.
Might have missed out.
Something that, again, that is completely a huge part about what we do is the association and how we're a part of it and how we want to build our industry through it. How has it been for you, sort of, being a part of it, seeing it full circle, growing in the fact that, again, now you're a full-time worker in the industry instead of like we were interns and then growing up like part-time, going full-time, all the craziness that is life.
The growing pains.
Stop it. I don't want to grow up yet. I don't want to grow up. But what has that been like for you and just being a part of SFMA?
I've got to come up with an answer to that.
You're good.
I think that I haven't been in the industry too long, only a few years. And I think I grew really fast. I've had some pretty awesome people that have come into my path and that were willing, like I said, to take the initiative to teach me, but also develop core principles of, hey, this is the type of manager you want to be moving forward. I'm going to show you how you can do that effectively and ethically, of course.
That?
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of people who don't think about the second part.
And that's true. I'm currently taking an ethical leadership course. And it's mind-blowing. I'm reading so much, and it's like, okay, well, these are morals that personally I find are relevant and necessary. But realizing that other people don't, and they don't operate off of that it's a little mind-blowing, but I think it needs to be maybe talked about more or even approached more often. So,
talking to hopefully a doctor of leadership soon, so all this is
go.
music to my ears.
There we go.
Yeah.
So I grew up pretty quick in the industry. Going from, I did a lot of internships throughout my undergraduate degree, took my position at the University of South Carolina, and then now here as an associate director. I think you should maybe ask other people in the industry what they think.
Wow.
Wow. Big jumps.
Wow.
Yeah, I think people have seen me grow up because at 20 years old, 21 years old, like you're an adult, but you're still kind of a kid as far as going into the industry. I was, for sure. Yeah. 100%.
I just found
and I think I've grown 21. A lot.
Jeez.
Shout out, Julie.
I'm getting so old.
I know, me too.
Oh.
I'm not old and feeble, like we were saying.
Yeah, Julie, take care of us.
But yeah, I think it's cool to see people like that I know that came into the industry around the time I did and watching us kind of grow together and become successful together. So that's my favorite part so far.
Yeah, no, so far. I love that too. Anything exciting coming up that you are looking forward to when it comes to the job?
Oh boy. I'm excited for the Women's World Cup. We were able to host them a couple months ago. We were able to host them here, but I'm excited to see the team that was playing in our stadium make it across, I don't know, whatever you want to say, the oceans, and go play over there.
Oh, yeah, they're in Australia and New Zealand? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't Sorokin in charge of that, too?
He is.
Say, what's up, Dr. Sorokin? Give me a week over there.
Take me with you.
Yeah. You heard it here first, Dr. Sorokin. Oh, no, but that's so cool, to see, a professional team like that, and just play on your facility and then play at the biggest stage, World Cup is crazy,
100%. And if they win, I can be like, they played on my field the same year that they won the World Cup.
It's my fault they won. Come back, come
Maybe
back
I'm your
and
good
see
luck
me.
charm.
Yeah, take me with you everywhere. I can bring my dog. With your master's, what are you hoping to do with your master's? Your research and everything, and your doctorate, really. Doctorate
one day. So I'm currently pursuing my master's in agricultural leadership, education, and communication. I'm hoping and poking Drew to hopefully help develop some kind of curriculum that we could get started in a K through 12 type program.
Yeah.
This is something Dr. Sorokin and I have kind of like touched base on. So that's kind of in the works. Like, everyone cross your fingers.
I will hurry up.
Everyone cross their fingers August. Because I'm trying to get this started. But that's something I think that would be really beneficial to our industry. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
More exposure, of course.
My French, but yeah.
Say it again.
We'd kick ass.
Yes, we would.
Everybody would be like, gimme. I'd be like, pay me. No. Or Tennessee, UT, pay UT, whatever it is.
Yeah. However that works out.
No, I don't know what it's going to be. But no, I think that's so cool, because you have so many conversations like you did with the organization, with all the teachers and everything, and everyone's so excited and like, hey, how can I do this? And I send out my curriculum all the time to people everywhere, It's not, I could make it into something nice with you, but it's not like I'm set up in like a Canvas course or something.
Well, let's build it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay, I'll hurry up. I promise.
Yeah, you can do your postdoc, and I'll do my master's through my doctorate.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Big project.
Big project. Oh, man.
So everybody stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
No one take my idea, though, please.
If you steal it and I get done and it's coming up somewhere else, we're going to have a problem.
Yeah, I'd be really upset.
It'd be super. We're going to do it anyways. Ours is just going to be better.
Better.
Exactly. And we already have ideas, so nah.
Well, what you should know is I'm going to get it approved before this is released. Can't steal it anyway.
Gotcha.
Strategy.
Looks like I'm putting this on the back end of our podcast. It's totally fine though. I'm fine with it. Oh God. So Toro, it was something special up there, and it's definitely something you should look at if you have the time next summer to attend the Grounds Leadership Academy. Something that we really talked about was the culture of Toro and the fact that everything that they are putting out, they're triple checking and talking to the customers and making sure that consumers like you here at the, what's the soccer? The city, the
St. Louis City SC?
City Park?
Yes, City
Okay,
Park.
see?
Look at you.
See, I pay attention sometimes.
Killing it.
People like you and everyone here at City Park, how can we make this better is always what they're looking to do, right? What was it like, coming into the industry and using Toro products, and maybe what is your favorite Toro product that you've used? Why are you looking confused and scared?
That's a big question because now I have to think.
Sorry?
Now I have to think really in depth. Anytime I've had the opportunity to use Toro, I've never had many complaints of any. They build quality and sound machinery. I definitely stand by that. So I don't know that I necessarily have a favorite, but I don't have a negative thing to say about it.
Yeah, which is awesome because like their slogan, you can count on it.
I didn't know that was their slogan.
Yeah, usually
now
it says Toro and then count on it right there.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I've counted on it.
And it's something good to count on,
I would count on it. We might be having heat strokes.
We're going a little delirious.
It's a little warm out here today.
It's just a little hot. We're looking forward to lunch here in a bit, in the AC somewhere. Maybe some ice cold something, that'd be great. Ice cold Diet Coke.
Coca-Cola.
Nice. Coke. Anything with ice in it would be good.
That's it. I went to Peru a couple weeks ago.
How was that?
Amazing.
It was. It looked awesome.
It was amazing. Very difficult. So I have 3 bulge discs in my lower
spine.
spine.
Oh no!
And I hiked the Incan Trail, and I hiked Rainbow Mountain. So the fun fact about Rainbow Mountain is that its peak is the same elevation as Mount Everest's base camp, and I did that. Again, with my bulge discs. I cried when I got to the top because I was so proud. So, in a few days, I hiked like 40 miles, just unbelievable elevations. But it was the hardest, craziest, and most amazing thing I've ever done.
Those are always the things.
It was
it's so
just
awesome.
like full cathartic. Just no, it was amazing. And if I ever got the opportunity, I'd probably do it again, which is crazy.
Is there anywhere else you want to see, though?
Oh, where don't I want to see?
I
want to go everywhere.
Well, you need to hook up with my brothers. They'll take you on a world tour. They've been everywhere.
There we go.
My brother last year, both my brothers went on a trip. 20 countries in 30 days.
I don't know that I could get that time off.
No, I know.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
No, my wife and I, we have a trip that we're trying to plan in about 2 years to hike the Dolomites. Yeah, we're big hikers. We enjoy the outdoors, of course.
Wow.
It's evident from my career and hers. She's a wildlife
Gotta
biologist.
get you to the Alps and everything.
But Well, yeah, that's our next one, hopefully.
That's awesome. My brothers love hiking too. Someplace, before 2 years that I think you guys would all love. My brother would kill me if I didn't mention this is Iceland.
That's on the list. No, that's going to
But
happen.
it's quick and easy.
Yeah.
It's a 5 hour, well, no, that's 5 hour, probably 7 hour trip from here on a flight.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Hop
Quick
on
and
it
easy.
tonight.
Okay. Let me go on the computer and book the flight.
Yep.
real quick. No, but it's like there's so much to do in such a little space, so you can get it done in a short period of time. So
Yeah. Again, back to people that have spoken to me about optics maybe outside of the everyday groundskeeping.
yeah.
When I was in Baltimore, Nicole's assistant Andrew. That's
Andrew
what.
Kirsch.
No.
What am I thinking about?
That was something big him and his wife do.
Gotcha.
It's because his season's intense. He works a lot of hours, a lot of days. But when the season's over, they travel.
Yeah.
And they do extensive traveling. And
Yeah.
he was like, you need to prioritize seeing the world outside of just your small world that you work in.
Yeah.
And so that's something I've fully taken to heart.
I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, that's something that I find beneficial moving forward in my career. Is just understanding that people are going to judge me for this. There's life outside of work.
No one's gonna judge you for that.
Some people might.
People might think that, but you're wrong because you do. If you're so invested in, it was funny. I was, so you know how at the Little League World Series, how Leah was on our cameras and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I was with Joe Hill, her former boss, 2 days ago, and she got it from him.
Nice.
And I was like, all right, Leah, you're clear of everything. He was like, I was sitting on my nightstand at 3 a.m. I rolled over and it wasn't on. I'd have to get up and check everything, the irrigation. I was like, nope. Now I see.
So Leah, she puts in the work during her season, and then she's gotten
out
I think
a lot
she
lately.
practices
It's good.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She makes the point to travel. I mean, she came to my wedding across
That's
the country.
awesome.
Just because. And
That's
it's something
awesome.
that's absolutely meant the world to me. So yeah, that's probably my biggest advice that you didn't ask for, is that finding that almost balance, grind when you need to.
I was about to ask it too.
Grind when you need to, but make sure that you're realizing there's more to life than that.
For sure. Absolutely. Now I'm going to ask it anyways because I want a different piece of advice. I always wrap it up on this, and, it's for people like Liz and students like mine. From your experience that you've had here and the time since I've last talked to you, what would be some advice outside of having an outside world, experience from the industry, but maybe even not anything to do with this industry, maybe just with life, what is a word of advice that you'd give a kid, just looking to move forward in their lives?
I think a lot of times coming into graduating high school, getting into college, starting your career, so many steps throughout a person's life, you're asked, so what do you want to do? What's your dream? What do you want to be? And I still don't know the answer to that. So I haven't known the answer. I think finding it okay that you don't have an answer is okay.
Yeah.
Personally with me, when I first started out, again, high school into college into career, I got asked those questions. I was stressed because I was like, I should know. All of these people know, and I don't. Why am I the only one that doesn't know? But the reality is that most people don't.
Yeah.
So just finding understanding and being okay with letting yourself figure it out, taking the time to figure it out, might be my biggest advice. Take your time. I mean, you're going to work almost the rest of your life, and that's
going to
daunting.
happen.
Yeah, that's daunting to say, but it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So taking the time to actually figure out what you're passionate about and what you enjoy, whether that be turf grass or, I don't know, studying sea turtles, taking the time to figure that out and enjoying what you do means and makes all the difference. So that's my biggest advice to younger people coming in or out of college or out of high school into college.
Yeah.
Give yourself a grace period. You have time. You got the rest of your life.
You really do. Trust us. We're in the middle of it,
Yeah.
We're really only the start of it, but, that's upsetting a little bit. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, meet as many people as you can.
For sure. Well, I want to thank you so much for having me. This is
you.
an incredible place. I'm excited to see you guys. Ready to go get lunch and hang out with you guys. So
Too bad you're not here a little longer. You could see a match.
I know. Well, we're actually going down to Charlotte to see Danny
Fun.
with some of my students to help install that field for that match
Fun.
with the CONCACAF
Yeah.
Cup. So, yeah, Josh told me about it, and I was like, "Ooh, I'm sorry. I got to go." He's like, "Well, you should say an extra day, that we have the match." I'm like, "I'd love to, but I got to go."
My summer is organized.
I'm so sorry. I was like, I don't want to be that guy, but I'm going to be that guy.
No, that's okay. We'll have you again, of course.
Yes,
Anytime.
of course. Well, again, thanks.
Thank you. This has been another episode of Tiger Turf Talk.
The Toro company is known for innovation. For example, the Reelmaster 5010H improves performance and productivity. The industry's first and only reel mower with a true hybrid drive system. Save up to 20% on fuel use while also lowering costs and lowering the vehicle's carbon imprint. Visit Toro's website today to learn more about this revolutionary mower and discover the power of sustainable and efficient grounds maintenance.